Shauri Raja is a grave digger who works at Kalpalli burial ground in Bangalore. Raja is not lucky to have a steady and assured income. His income depends on handouts from the families of the dead. Despite that, he has been burying unclaimed bodies for the past 12 years. At last count, he had laid more than 1,000 people to rest.
ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನಾವು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಅನಾಥ ಬಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲಂದರೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲು ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟ್ಲಿಂದ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬಂದು ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ನಮ್ಮದು ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದು.
There are around 200 burial grounds in Bangalore and it's not turning out to be sufficient for dead bodies. In a city like Bangalore where thousands of people struggle for a place to live, it appears even the dead have to go through the same.
ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಮಶಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಹರಿಶ್ಚಂದ್ರ ಘಾಟು ವಿಲ್ಸನ್ ಗಾರ್ಡನು ಈ ಥರ ಇರೋ ಮಶಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಸಿಟಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ್ಪುರ ಈ ಥರ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿದೆ.
Churches have banned the use of teakwood coffins as corrosion takes longer to set in. The issue needs to be tackled soon and more sites have to be allotted for burial grounds. Concerns over burial space shortage are rising and metro cities need immediate attention on this.
This aspect of the post-death requirements of space has not received enough attention as it should have. The government is not willing to implement. That is, when we prepare a master plan, we also have the mechanism of the implementation process and who will be the officials who should take care of this. So the government can definitely implement it, provided they have a transparent method of putting the plan into action.
The problem has become more acute as the BBMP and BDA have been unable to provide any space for setting up a new burial ground. This has been a same scene in Kolkata where most of the graveyards are running out of space for the dead.
ಜಾಗ ಇದೆ ಸರ್. ಇದು ಏನಂದರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡೋರಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮುಚ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ದಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಂಥ ಮಶಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಊನಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಗೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಜಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಅವ್ರ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿದು ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಮಶಾನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಮಶಾನದಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗಾಗಿದೆ ಸರ್.
In Mumbai, typically a grave is 6.5 feet in length and 3 feet in width. According to a report in the newspaper, The Telegraph, people in Kolkata and Mumbai are forced to use graves within a year of a particular burial. Going strictly by the rules, a gap of at least 5 to 6 years should be maintained between the burials. That is the time required for complete decomposition of the previous body. The problem is not limited to one particular major city.
One is of space crunch. That is because of rising population. See, the provision of this actually comes under utility. That is, what is needed to be provided should be provided. There is no second opinion or thought about this. It's not only the rise in the natural rise of the population of the people who are already residing in the city. You have any number of migrants coming here, and they also contribute to this problem. I mean, they are neither here nor they go back to their places, and some of them settle down here. But in the course of stay, many of them may also die. So they increase compound the problem of space that is required for burial.
Due to space crunch, people are using cremation to dispose their relatives' dead body, and they do not come to the burial ground because of space problem. This problem has also affected the lifestyle of grave diggers nearby. They do not get enough bodies these days, and Raja has to depend on the income he gets from burying unclaimed bodies.
Which relate to essentially our socio-religious patterns and acceptances in our life. So we find that throughout traditions, we either bury or burn. In the case of burning, it solves a great amount of problem of space crunch. And in the case of burial, you require space. And as I mentioned earlier, the growth in population is not keeping in pace with the provision of additional space for such an activity. The city, the BBMP or the BDA is not making adequate provisions at the right time.
It has not just been rise in population that has been adding more to the space crunch. These days, its burial grounds are turning into dump yards, and both the public and government can be blamed for this. Also, due to this, using the burial ground is becoming a harrowing experience for people as they had to withstand the nauseating smell.
ಏನು ಅದು ಕಸ ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇರೋದೆಲ್ಲ ತೊಗೊಂಡು ಬಂದು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ನೀಟಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಡ್ರಮ್ ಥರ ಏನಂದರೆ ಇಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಇಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟದವರು ಯಾರು ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ದಾರಿನ ಹಂಗೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದು ಫೋನ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಬಂದು ಹಂಗೆ ಗುರ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಾಧಿ ಹತ್ರ ಎತ್ತಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ.
And then there is no provision because there are a lot of people who come with a lot of flowers and other materials like cloths and some related material, and they are not disposed of in a scientific manner.
Within the premises of burial grounds, there are weeds and bushes which provide cover to the illegal activities of miscreants. Experts say there are various techniques that can be used to sort out the problem of space crunch.
A person in Kerala has developed an instant, it's not actually burial, instant crematorium. It's a mobile crematorium. He's experimented, it works well. What he has done is created a mobile van, huge van, with all the sophisticated technology to dispose of the body immediately, right in front of the house. So the body need not be taken even to the burial ground in the crematorium to do the post-death activities. What he has done is, it's clean technology. The body is disposed of right in front of the house or where the death occurs, and it's all ultimately what remains is a sort of a bowl of ash. And it's clean technology, and then probably it is the one way of tackling this problem. If you can't make people go to crematoria because of accessibility or lack of space, etc., you bring the crematoria right to the place where this activity needs to be taken up.
In the UK, they have been using different chemicals which dissolves the bones from the dead bodies. It becomes much easier to dispose the body. The problem would become severe if concrete steps are not taken immediately.
ಆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಇರೋ ಮಶಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಏನಂದರೆ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಶಾನ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬೇರೆ ಜಾಗ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ಕು ಒಂದು ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ನಮಗೂ ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಸರ್ ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ.
This can be termed as luxury, as it's a need and there has to be proper management and planning done from government side to tackle this issue.
Government side, again, this awareness program. One is that making provision of these grounds, whether burial or this one, crematoria, matching with the raising population. That means at regular intervals they have to revise the master plan. They have to make an inbuilt provision in the master plan document itself and revise. 5 years intervals you have a relook at the master plan and then say whether it's quite adequate or not. So that absolute necessity of making provision has to be inbuilt into the process of master plan to tackle this problem along with other solutions.
The domain of the dead is shrinking. Greeted by bodies every day, burial grounds across the country are facing a scarcity of space.
ಬಡವರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಊರಿಂದ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂಥವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಏನಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬಸ್ಸುಗೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕಳಿಸಿ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ.